Alright, this is part 2. We already did the tablet and the iPhone packs, so we're up to 3 packs. We also have 3 Witchwood packs, which aren't showing for some reason. Maybe we don't get them until we level up everything. We also got a Warrior Legendary for the new expansion. So that's not in the collection either, so I assume that means we have to open up his stuff as well. I beat a hunter. I actually beat 2 hunters on our iPod, or iPhone and tablet journey, tablet quest. So we're going to dive into some other quests. The Tavern Brawl is locked until we reach level 20 in the class. Arena is locked until we unlock every class. And probably won't play too much Arena just because I want the packs more than the Arena stuff, and I'm not good at Arena. So I think I average about 3 wins, maybe 2 wins, something like that. I think my claim to fame in Arena is probably like 7 wins, maybe 6 wins. I know I did 6 wins a couple weeks ago with a really, really good hunter deck. But other than that, yeah, Arena's not really my game. But we'll play it if there's free tickets, and we'll make a fool of ourselves and whatever. Don't have enough gold to buy that. Okay, I don't know where my Witchwood packs are, but we'll figure it out. Okay, what was the quest? Win 5 practice games. Okay. Practice games are in solo. So you can see we've unlocked Mage. There's 20 basic cards for each hero. So you have to get to level 10 on each hero to unlock all the cards. So you gotta go through like 90 levels. I'm not gonna do all that on stream because that gets really boring. But off stream I will grind out all 10 and show you that. But for right now, because we're trying to get to level 10 so we can unlock, I think there's a quest for getting to level 10. And then we can unlock the arena. So we're just going to focus on Jaina for the moment. We're almost at level 4. So let's get started.
To unlock heroes, you'll need to defeat them. Challenge your favorite hero first.
And we're just going to go right down the list. I haven't set up any decks yet. I haven't, played with anything. Just going with what they gave us. Alright.
Jaina versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
You asked for it.
The AIs are still pretty weak. So I'm not worried. And if we lose, we just try again, that's all. Going into a hero power is usually pretty bad. So, obviously the AI is not doing too much, and it hasn't drawn too much either. So we're just gonna try and overrun him while the board is still not great. That was probably pretty wasteful, but that's okay.
Just me and Mr. Fight.
Alright, So one of the things about leveling up your heroes early on is you get different XP for different things. Wins get you the most experience points. You get bonus points for playing real people as opposed to where we're playing the computer right now. Draw a card.
I hope you like my invention.
So you get bonus points for playing against real people, you get bonus points for killing enemies and playing cards. So if you can play a lot of cards and keep knocking off his enemies, you'll get to level 10 a lot quicker than just playing playing the games as you normally would. Obviously winning should still be very important. Come on. There we go. Using the touchpad on my laptop, so the mouse is not, the accuracy of the touchpad is not what it should be. Let's see. Well, we have lethal, obviously. Let's pop him. Okay. So we probably got the maximum amount of experience points. And we got a new mage card. Mirror Image, it's 1 mana. Excuse me. Summon 2/2 minions with taunt. It's usually a good opener if you need a little bit more defense or time to build. It's not a bad card. It sees some play in the basic sets, but I don't think it's used too often for like tournament decks or any sophisticated decks.
Jaina versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
You asked for it.
And so you can mulligan. I don't think we went over this in part 1. You can discard as many cards as you want from your starting hand. They'll be replaced and with 3 other cards. So ideally you want small cards to start with so you have your bigger cards towards the end. No use in keeping your big cards when you can't spend them. Okay, so that's a much better starting hand than what we had. And again, we're just going to try and make the game not last longer, but we want to build up a lot of experience so we don't have to sit here all day. Plus, there's really nothing that we can really build without the basic cards. So we got to get to level 10 as quickly as possible, and then we can start building a mage deck that's worth something. Why would you ever give that Wind Fury? I don't think we've talked about Wind Fury yet. Wind Fury is, as it says, you can attack twice each turn. So if something that had actual damage had Wind Fury, like the Crocolisk, it would attack for 2 and then attack for 2 more. And you can split that however you want. If you want to attack, this guy, the Wrath for 2 and the Face for 2, you can do that. So that's the story with Wind Fury. let's see. Guess we'll do that.
They'll never know what.
Handle it!
I mean, we're not really afraid of anything.
This one's mine.
This board's not that threatening, so we'll just take it very easy. Okay, that was not the correct move.
Tadingo! Yeah!
I hope you like my invention.
This one's mine.
Again, I am not
The
the
Frost Wolves stand ready.
greatest Hearthstone player, but now that's a minion you should have Wind Furied. But it's a bit too late.
This one's mine.
I don't have enough mana.
Oh. Alright, 2 down. Okay, there's our next quest. Get any class to level 10. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Where are we now? At 5. Almost at 6, so. Moving right along.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
Terrible starting hand. Slightly better, but not by much.
Job done. Ready to ride. Taste my steel.
If we can keep getting him to waste his hero power, that'd be pretty good. And
I hope you like my invention.
They'll never know what.
the health restore didn't do too much. Certainly didn't do us any favors. Why would you do that? Okay, whatever. Not a big deal.
Handle it.
Actually, speaking of why would you do that, probably should have played the Shield
This
Master.
one's mine.
I don't know, maybe he'll take the bait and
They'll
he'll
never know
go for the buff. Nope.
Handle it! Ready to ride! Taste my steel! It is very hard.
Sigh. I mean, that probably wasn't going to work anyways, but just hoping we got lucky.
Tazdingo! Yeah! Taste my steel!
I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a bad play. Kind of feels like it might have been, though, but...
The gates are open.
Hey, Vey. I mean, it's not as bad as it seems.
Tazdingo! Yeah!
There's probably not any use in that, because...
Taste my steel!
It's probably a little better. That's game.
Smash!
Might as well pick up the bonus XP while we can. Once you get to level 10, you're really not all that worried about what level you are. But in the interest of saving time and making this not a 4-hour video, I'd like to get to level 10 as quickly as possible with our mage.
Jaina versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
You asked for it.
Decent low-cost cards.
Someone called for the doctor.
One shot, one
Oh, let's see. One for two. That needs to get polymorphed. He's probably just going to heal himself anyway, so there's no real point.
Ready to ride. Ready to ride. Taste my steel. Taste my steel. Tazdingo. Yes.
Okay, so we got a bit of a decision here. Guess we'll just polymorph that.
Handle it. Taste my steel.
One shot, one kill.
So you gonna trade?
I hope you like my invention.
What you looking at? Hit it very hard.
Okay, we need to do something about that 9-5.
Tazdingo.
If you're sure.
I think we might be able to squeeze this one out. Especially when he does things like that. Hopefully he doesn't draw another Mind
Someone
Blast.
injured?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
It's gonna be a sweat. It's certainly gonna be a sweat. Alright. That helps a little. As long as he doesn't have well, he's still got some life left. Priests are feisty. Priests are definitely feisty. No Mind Blast. No Mind Blast. Yep. Okay. Somehow... Somehow we pulled that out.
Jaina versus Valir.
Watch your back.
You asked for it.
Alright. Basically, the only mulligan strategy that I'm using right now is just keeping cards that are 3 or less. Just very simple. Unless there's something really appealing for 4 mana. Occasionally, I would take
Like my invention.
I would take maybe a fireball, polymorph against a certain type of player, certain class. But against the AI, I really don't put that much thought into it, because they just, as you see, they've just been playing kind of random. Sometimes they get there, sometimes they don't. My air conditioning is running a little loud. It's unseasonably warm today.
One shot.
So hopefully it's not being picked up on the mic. I don't think it was in the first video, so it should be okay. Oh, let's see.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
Not real worried about the 2-4.
Locked and loaded.
If he wants to trade, he wants to trade 2 guys for 1, or take 4 face damage, that's his decision. Keep the fireball.
Tadingo! Yes.
Yeah, we'll just get rid of him just in case he has something.
Locked and loaded.
Why would you attack it if you're just sending it back to me? Oh, computer. You're so weird.
Tadingo! Yes.
Throw him out. Just keep knocking his enemies down.
Like my invention.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
What do we got here? We got 7, 6 is 13. 14, yeah, we're a little off. Okay. Now we should be in lethal range. No, we're in fireball range.
Me and Mr. Bite.
Oops. Didn't want a hero power. Thought it was trying to move the mouse over to the fireball. Prizes for days. Get any class level 10, complete a game in play mode. Okay. Well, actually, we only have 2 more games here. What are we missing? We're missing Warlock and Paladin. I think I'd rather just get them in here. Then maybe I'll actually get my Witchwood expansion cards.
Jaina versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
You asked for it. I can't do that.
Actually, I don't want to do that. So there. I don't remember the Warlock being all that challenging, and don't think the Paladin's much to write home about either.
Reporting for duty.
So... I'm content to just sit here and just blow up his enemies.
Reporting for duty.
Handle it!
Pass me that arc light spanner.
It's interesting to see some of these basic cards that I wasn't using in my other my main accounts. Let's see.
They'll never know what
Hit it very hard.
Okay, Slide's Justice. Okay.
Ready for action!
So after this game in the Warlock, we'll do the
Reporting for
win a game
duty.
in play mode. Maybe we should open up some packs. I was gonna save it till the end, but if we're going up against actual competent people,
this one's mine.
maybe we want a little bit more firepower.
Reporting for duty.
Plus, I'd like to see where the decks or where the packs take us as to what decks we should be building. Oh, figs.
This one's mine.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Will he do something stupid? That was pretty stupid. Oh, okay. That's not a good sign, by the way, when you're relying on the computer to be very brain dead. That usually means you're not playing
Reporting
well.
for duty. For the king!
So 12 is 8. Oh, 6 and 6 is 12, though. Can I do anything foolish? 4, 8, 10. No. Not really. Well, I can... No, I can't even do that. Play that. Polymorph that. Okay. I think we get a prize for unlocking all the heroes. Oh, that's the arena. Right? Locked into... Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's go back to solo. Normal. Mage. Okay.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine!
If I remember correctly, the
You
Warlock
asked
deck
for
is kind of broken. It's just a lot of random basic Warlock cards that don't have any real synergy. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I played these, so... Could be wrong. Could be a very powerful deck. Okay, you can get fire blasted.
You're in trouble now.
Well, I guess we'll take a shot. Thing with warlocks
I'm not ready.
is their hero power actually hurts them. So, although the trade-off is that their ability is quite powerful.
It is very hard.
Don't sleep on the fact that it costs you 2 mana and 2 life to draw a card. If you can draw a bunch of cards, your deck becomes very, very consistent. Now, if you were able, not that you can only hold up to 10 cards, but if you could hold all 30 of your cards at one point, the game would almost play itself.
I hope you like my invention.
It is very hard.
And there's also ways for warlocks to regain health as well. Warlock was one of the better classes. I don't know if the Q-block deck is still the ultimate.
Oh, if you're sure.
It is very hard.
I know the Shaman, that new Shaman deck is insane. Shaman. That deck's pretty hard. Oh, we get 100 gold. That's right. 100 gold, and then we get a free ticket, I think, into...
Well done! You've unlocked
arena?
all 9 heroes.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, there we go. Now everything's all in there. Oh, that's right. So, these are a couple of different games that you can play.
Ice Crown, come for the terrible power. Stay, because you're dead.
So what happens, these are almost like storylines, mini-games, if you will. The Ice Crown, you have to go through the ladder. So you'd play the prologue first, then you'd go up to the lower citadel, then you go up to whatever this is, the higher citadel, I guess, upper reaches, and then you'd face the boss. Don't know why I'm pointing at the screen, because I don't think the camera's going to pick up on that, but anyways, we can do the prologue while we're here, because the prologue's pretty much an instant win.
I will annihilate you and disenchant you for arcane dust.
Pretty easy game here. Straightforward. And you get a Death Knight card, which basically turns your hero into a better hero. And you'll get one of the classes randomly.
You asked for it.
Choose your cards carefully. You have been dealt your last.
Pretty terrible starting hand. And still a bad starting hand.
My cards are so good.
Have no fear, champion. We are on our way.
So we have to survive until Tyrion
My
gets here.
power. This isn't even my aggressive deck.
Before you get excited, these are not cards that you are actually going to get.
Almost there. How are things going? Good?
None can save you. My power is absolute. Your ranking will suffer.
Hold fast, champion! Have faith that Providence will deliver in your time of need.
Are you serious right now?
You too will serve.
Champion! We're just about ready to... What?
Rise up, mage. Your work is not complete. Join me. The living will tremble, and the dead will obey.
So this is a preview of what Jaina's Death Knight card looks like. You get 5 armor added to your
Is this?
life total.
What have you become?
Now, champion, clear this worthless trash from my doorstep.
I hear the whispers of the dead.
And her hero power becomes deal 1 damage. If this kills a minion, summon a water elemental.
You face the finest adventurers of Azeroth.
So your hero power gets increased to something better. And you get 5 armor.
Job's done.
And basically all of his
Where am I here?
Why aren't you taunting?
characters don't do well. They make it almost impossible for you to lose this. I don't even think you can lose it, to be honest.
Wait for it.
My hordes of undead are yours to command.
Pay attention.
I actually like this fight. Some of the characters that he has, they're terrible, but they're kind of funny. Yeah, that's fine.
The power!
At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to this minion.
I'm going to need some better adventurers.
Alright.
Stay your hand.
Oh, and we got to level 10. Excellent.
Hero, your will is your own. Turn against the Lich King's call.
We must resist.
Okay, let's see what random one we got.
Basic cards for this class.
Alright, so we got all the mage
you'll need
cards.
card packs to improve your deck.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
You've unlocked expert level opponents, but they won't go easy on you.
Ooh, Blood Reaver Gul'dan. That's actually a very important card for Q-Block, which is one of the better decks that you can get in the game. And we're not going to do the lower Citadel. I'm not going to play all this because this is actually
Crown
legit
citadel, a
difficult.
collection of my most hideous minions, crafted not with dust, but with hate.
The computer doesn't screw around with with this basically. So I'm going to wait until we get some better cards, and then maybe a different episode we'll take a look at that. There's also kobolds and catacombs.
What is this I am smelling? Leather, steel, torches, adventurers! Ah, adventurers!
So basically when you do a dungeon run, we'll just do a quick one. Why not?
Many monsters you are finding in Kobold Empire. Every fight be making you stronger. Or dead.
So the idea is to get through all 8 challenges, and starting off with ones that are pretty weak. I think it's like the first 3 are like super pushovers. And after every challenge, you get to add a few more cards to your deck. And yeah, you get some weapons and things like that, so we'll just play it.
Daring to come for Kobold treasures. Sword swinger, sparkle flinger.
Well, we've already got the basic cards for Mage. Guess we can work on... Guess it doesn't matter. We'll do Warrior.
Garrosh versus a giant rat.
Victory or death!
Alrighty, so let's see what we got here.
First monsters you are finding be small and weak, but so is you.
Job done.
Yep, so we start with less health than we normally would.
It's time
Battle
for
commencing.
So now we're just going to try and take this guy out as quickly as possible.
Battle commencing.
Who you want me kill?
Ruktar Ogre!
And that should do it. You also get packs for kobolds and catacombs for doing, I think it's 10 enemies. We'll find out in a second. I think it's like do 2 enemies, you get a pack, 4 enemies, you get a pack.
You is winner. Be taking loot now. Oh, big treasure. You is picking one. Only one. Make good picking.
Okay, so yeah, you get a passive to start the game. Well, not start the game, but it's a passive that takes place that starts the game. Battle cry secret twice, enemies cost 1 more. Start the game, play 3 random secrets. Well, we don't have any secrets. And I don't really have any battle cries either. We have 1 battle cry.
Cards you are picking now. Cards for being in your dungeon deck.
That's actually pretty good. Pirates is... I think we're going to go with Pirates.
One dungeon run is to be fighting 8 monsters. 1 for each finger.
Fair enough.
Garrosh versus Boogar.
Victory or death! Time for pain!
Okay, so the Bloodsail Raider, we're obviously going to want to wait till we have a weapon in our hand, so we'll get the boost for double the attack.
As you be getting stronger, monsters be getting... Pecuniary elasticity is an important part of Kobold Empire mixed market...
Yeah. We got you, buddy.
Back to work! Talk about a nice suit!
No, I want a weapon. That doesn't count as a weapon, obviously, because there's no weapon in my hand.
No problem.
Armor made to fit.
Okay.
It's time for a little blood.
I guess there's no particular reason to hit him.
Get moving!
Now, if I could draw a weapon, that would be fantastic.
Who you want me kill?
Battle detected.
Who you want me kill? Blood and plunder. All done.
Weapon, where are you?
Battle commencing.
Let the pain speak to me.
Armor made to fit.
There we go. Alright.
Trust the pirate's code.
the spot.
Job done.
Step it up!
It looks like we won.
I'm almost out of cards!
We're fine. Relax.
Landlubber.
It's all good.
Be winning more fights, be taking more loot. Is Kobold way.
Let's see. We've got Smash. Doesn't look all that great. I don't like any of these, actually. The The Drake does 4 damage, but that does 4 damage to everybody. Battle cries. Okay, well, do what we can.
Garrosh versus Frostfur.
Victory or death!
I told you kobolds to... Oh, what have we here?
We have no weapons, that's what we have here. Some ability, freeze a minion, okay. Annoying, but we'll deal with it.
Back to work!
Job's done.
Stay there a moment.
Already. And oh, that works.
X marks the spot. X marks the spot.
No problem! Ogre!
Put that there.
The pirate's code.
Oh, wait, 9, 4, or 9, 4 is 13. Close enough. We'll do it next. Should have it next turn. Should be able to bash him and be done with it.
Stay put.
Yeah. We'll get to the cards later. Okay, so we get to have a treasure now. Wax Raider. Destroy 2 opponents. Destroy 2 of your opponent's mana crystals. They discard 2 cards. I don't really care about that. Shoot 3 fireballs at random enemies that deal 8 damage each. I think Ragnaros is probably the way to go. Wax Raider is... I think I'd rather have that. Dragons, huh? Actually, I like the Reinforcer. Take the buff.
Hera versus AFK.
Victory or death!
Crosshair's another one of those 4 mana drops that sometimes I would keep. Hero power do nothing. Okay, fair enough. This is actually a nice little boss for the second,
It's time for a little blood.
whatever this, what's this, the fourth round? So basically it's a buy, I'm guessing. I only played a little bit of this. I wasn't, super sold on it.
Who you want me killed?
It's got a lot of health. So I'm assuming this is a buy.
Back to work.
Who you want me killed?
So I'll just get through this as quickly as possible and move right on.
Talk about a nice...
Who you want me killed?
No problem.
Love to see what their deck is. If it's a... Is it a him? No, I think it's a her.
Who you want me killed?
More pirates, Dragonheart, or Recruiter. I think we're just going to stick with pirates while we're doing the pirate thing. If I recall, that's kind of like the the consensus is to just stick with one stack and just keep playing it, you know, be a master of one skill and not a jack of all trades kind of thing. Could be wrong, but that's how I played it, and I used to get pretty far.
Garrosh versus Rax.
Victory or death! Defend the treasure.
What is your ability, sir? Do 1 damage to all enemy minions. Okay.
Job done.
Fair enough.
Armor made to fit.
Okay. I actually kind of like that for 24 damage. Chop him down.
Armor made to fit.
What? They fell off a truck.
That's right, too. I forgot the battle cry's double. Excellent. Okay.
Battle detected.
Okay. Well, he ended that in a hurry.
The Whizbanger Mark 7.
Plunder.
Shiny here, shiny there. Big shiny!
At the end of your turn, summon a random minion. Okay.
Daddy, make toys out of you!
And just do that.
I feel bad, but I don't.
No quarter. Job done.
Don't know if we're gonna get through this one.
Drink up the army! I feel bad, but I don't.
I think this is where we get off. That hurt a lot. Okay, well, so anyways, that's what the dungeon run.
It's okay. Better to be dying young than to never be dying at all.
That's what the dungeon run looks like.
Treasure is secure.
I guess you don't get bonuses for the kobold.
You've got enough gold to buy a card pack. Head to the shop.
Yeah, I know that, buddy. Complete game in play mode. Alright. I don't know if this is the last... Oh, we can do the arena too. Yeah, let's do this first. So we just have to play a game. We don't actually have to win it, but obviously we'll try to win it. And we will see who our first opponent is.
Garrosh versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
Victory or death!
Charge is kind of useless. Unless you really, really need to get rid of something quickly.
Reporting for duty.
And save the weapon for something bigger or a better opportunity. So obviously no reason to attack the 3-1 or the 1-1 with a 3 weapon.
I wonder.
Handle it!
Just settle for doing that for now. Just try to keep the board as clear as possible until we draw something useful. Shieldmaster is probably the best turn 4 play we have.
Tadingo! Yes! Ready for action!
Locked and loaded.
Interesting. Alright, I think what we're gonna do is that. That.
For the well song!
Just clear his board out a little. We have 2 executes, so we're not too afraid of anything
Reporting for duty.
big. Chooses to go face. So I'm gonna keep that.
For the well song!
We'll see what he does here. See if he's got a board clear or something.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Alright.
Just me and Mr. Fight.
The gates are open.
Gonna hold on to those. +8 attack will make for a decent kill shot.
Behold the might of Stormwind! Reporting for duty.
What you want?
If we can keep him whittled down, we should be alright. Can't have too many more big creatures in there. We killed both his, well, we killed one of his Stormwind champions. The second one's out there. Could take him out if I want to use double heroic strike.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
He likes to go face, that's for sure. Okay, well now we have to do something.
Tadingo! Yes!
I mean, his deck is pretty solid. He was a little aggressive. I think maybe I played a little bit too passive.
Let me think.
I've got a huge gun!
And we're both going to be in top deck mode after this. Probably. Looks like he's got some healing.
Reporting for duty.
Now it's just who's got the better remains.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
Reporting for duty. The gates are open.
See if we can build up the Berserker here. Especially while he's got a taunt in front of him.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
For the king!
Let's see how he wants to play this.
Reporting for duty.
I would assume Nightblade and the 1/1 go into the taunt. 2 to the face. We're dancing. There's some hope. I don't think we're the favorite, but there's some hope. Maybe he drew bad.
I wonder.
Reporting for duty.
Don't mess with Tusk.
Okay, that helps. That might have turned the game around for us. Depending on what this is.
Reporting for duty.
deflect things until we draw something.
For the king!
I mean, he'd have to put all three of his guys, right? To force, yeah, he'd have to sacrifice everything. I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to try and go face.
Reporting for duty.
Still getting decent value out of...
The gates are open.
Well, we were getting decent value.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, he's got to take out the 6-3.
The gates are open. Reporting for duty.
There's not a lot of oomph in this warrior deck, the starter warrior deck. I think we've gone through most of our heavy hitters, but I think he has two. Find something to turn the corner with.
I cannot do that. Ready to ride. Face my steel.
That's not it. We do have him
Ready for action! Reporting for duty.
He's drawing thin with cards. But unless we pick up something strong, that's...
What you want?
Unless we pick up something strong, I think we're going to lose this one.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, that's probably game. Oh well, we didn't have to win, we just had to play.
I choose death.
Play 3 games in play mode for 100 coins. Alright, I'm going to back out and see if I can get my, well, first of all, where's the warrior? Yeah, I don't have my warrior legendary either that I picked up when I was on the iPhone. We got Blood Reaver Gul'dan. Okay. Let's close out and reopen again. See if maybe that works.
You're back! Come tell us a story!
Nope, still don't have them. It said I had them. Okay, guess we can do an arena run.
You're new here. Let me pay for your first run through the arena then. Choose a hero.
Who do we want to be? I guess, well, I'd like to be somebody that we're not, that isn't leveled up, because we're gonna probably not do well in this. I'm very, very not good at arena. Okay, we'll go
I
paladin.
will serve.
Just
Now,
Just 'cause.
pick a card to add to your deck.
oh,
Keep it up.
Silverhand recruits. That's our hero power, so that's pretty good for us. Darmal's a decent opener. So the hero's attack and health to 3. That's probably okay. Righteous Protector is usually pretty good. Bone Mare's not a bad card too, but I think this is a little better. Restore 8 health, draw 3 cards. Oops. Keep whacking the mic. Oh. The thing is, we don't have Murlocs. Maybe we'll pick up some on the way. Change it, text minions to 1. Sounds good. Restore 2 health to all friendly characters. Some of these are from the new expansion too, so I gotta read them real quick and see what they are. Spike Red Steed, I know that's a really good arena card. If you control at least 2 other minions, adapt. We got some small ones, so it's probably okay. Think equality. Oh, let's go blessing. Some of these seem real similar, so it's kind of you just pick by feel. I mean, some of them are just plain as day, but yeah, we'll go with Stormwind. Consecration, very good arena card. These are the very opposite of good arena cards. Sure. Add 3 Silver Ridge, yeah, because we've got some Silver Ridge synergy, so we want that. Twilight Drake's pretty good. Sword of Justice, very good card. Not super keen on the Banshee, but whatever. God, these are some crap cards we're getting. Some have been okay, but by and large, this has not been anything I would hang my hat on. Battlecry, you have a friendly minion, spell damage +1. Alright. Silver Sword. Well, Cobalt Scalebane. That's not even a question. Lost in Jungle. That's not even a question. Plated Beetle for defense. We don't have a lot of 5-drops. Our late game is kind of pretty soft. Apprentice, this. Teacher's pretty good. Randomly toss 3 hats to other minions. Each hat gives +1/+1. It's kind of a gamble, but it's probably the best of the 3. Spike Ridge Steed, obviously.
Now, challenge another arena player and see how your deck holds up.
Okay. So. Alright, well, we'll see how this goes. It's a meh kind of deck. I don't think it's anything too great, but I've had decks that I thought were pretty crappy that won a bunch of games, and I've had decks that I thought were really good that went 0-3, so shows what I know.
Uther versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine!
I will fight with honor.
So we'll see how far we get. You play until you either win 12 games or lose 3. So we'll see how far we get. We might break this up a little bit if this goes too long, because this video's been going for, what, 2 hours now? An hour and 34 minutes, yeah.
I wonder.
It's been going pretty long, so maybe after this game we'll put a break in and do part 3. If you control 2 other minutes. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Mortal Coil.
Come dance to my song.
Extraordinary.
Okay, we don't need to play the silver hands just yet because we don't really have anything to play them on.
Our adventure shall never end.
Let's see.
Reporting for duty.
You get a hat, and you get a hat.
Thought he tossed 3. Oh, because he hit twice. Okay. It's kind of a cool card. Randomly toss 3 hats to each other's minion. To other minions, each hat gives +1/+1. Oh. It's a new card. It's kind of cool.
What do you ask of me?
The battle!
I think we won this one. From the way I don't think we showed that yet either. You can chat by right-clicking, and then you can say all these different things. You can't actually type things in, but you can say one of these 6 things. So,
Thank you.
I cast arcane missiles. What fools these mortals be!
The battle!
winner, winner.
Great job! With every win, you'll upgrade your prize key.
Oh, and we're getting credit for the duelist too, which is nice. Okay, so I'm going to take a break and upload this. We've been running for about 1 hour and 40 minutes. So, yeah, we'll come back for part 3.